Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. In terms of dates, we'll be going from the 20th of May up until the 26th, and we'll first look at any games that have released without being in one of these videos for whatever reason, before moving on to the week at hand. So which games are coming out for the Switch this week? Well, let's find out. We'll begin by looking at a game from the sponsor of today's video and their release on the Switch, Deep Space. This is a survival horror game set in space where the protagonist will need to find out what has happened on the bow of their ship, completing missions as they go along in order to progress the story. You battle against a multitude of monsters whilst, in classic survival horror fashion, trying to conserve ammo and health for what's to come, and you will also find nodes that can be used to open special doors that house weapon and suit upgrades. It's level based and plays from a first person perspective, with the ultimate aim being to escape from your ship as things continue to go awry. Deep Space costs £4.99 with regional equivalents on your screen now and is out now on the Switch. There will be links down in the description for those interested in picking it up, and again thank you to the publishing team for sponsoring this video. Let's look at one game quickly that's already out, and that is Mechanic 8230 Escape from Ilgrot. This is a point and click adventure game which is set in the post-apocalyptic world of Bifrosta, specifically the city of Ilgrot. You play as a droid who must escape from the city before it is captured, and in classic point and click fashion, you'll be solving demanding puzzles with logical solutions according to the blurb, which is always good to hear. We mentioned this one in a video fairly recently and it certainly looks charming. It costs £13.49 or your regional equivalent. Let's move on to the games coming out this week, and the first is Farming Simulator 23 Nintendo Switch Edition. The blurb here states that you'll need to become a modern farmer operating more than 100 authentic machines by acclaimed manufacturers such as Fendt, John Deere and Massey Ferguson, to name just a few, and these machines include tractors, harvesters, field sprayers and more. As well as this, you can tend to farm animals like cows, sheep and chickens, and try out new game features such as ploughing and weeding. I have to say that I bought one of the first farming simulator games on the Switch, maybe the first actually, 2017 it was, and I really did enjoy it despite it being a genre I don't often dabble in. This new edition is out on the 23rd and it will cost £40.49. Then we have Ghostpia Season 1, a picture book style visual novel set in a town full of ghosts. You follow the story of Sayoko as she searches for answers in the isolated town with a longing to return home. It promises a cinematic experience with a beautiful melancholic soundtrack and will cost £16.99 or your regional equivalent, but there will be 10% off of this price up until just before launch. Also this week we have Converge, a League of Legends story. This comes via Riot Forge, who have published 4 League of Legends games on the Switch now, and is developed by Double Stallion Games. It's a 2D action platformer which promises dynamic combat, unique exploration and a focus on storytelling. Protagonist Echo has a device called the Zero Drive which will turn back time and allow you to use your knowledge of what is to come to adapt your approach to any challenge. Plus you'll face League of Legends champions in a series of battles along the way. The games based on the League of Legends franchise have been pretty good so far, and this will sell for £24.99 or your regional equivalent when it releases on the 23rd.
But it's not up to you to fix the world all by yourself.
He's been coming back to the past over and over again, trying to fix something in our timeline.
Then we have Puzzle Everybubble, which is a new entry in the Puzzle Bursting series and includes 4-player co-op for the first time. I've been a fan of this series for quite a while, although I always knew it as its alternative title of Bust a Move, and you'll need to clear screens worth of bubbles across a series of increasingly challenging stages. There is a cooperative story mode playable with up to 4 players as mentioned, and also an online mode for up to 2 players. As well as this, there is also another game included, a crossover called Puzzle Bobble vs Space Invaders. This will cost £34.99 and it releases on the 23rd. The next release is Warhammer 40,000 Boltgun, which is a first-person shooter that blends the Warhammer 40k franchise with a 90s retro visual style. You play as a battle-hardened space marine on a perilous mission across the galaxy and will unleash your arsenal as you blast through an explosion of sprites, pixels and blood. It calls itself the ultimate homage to retro shooters, blending stylish visuals with fluid modern FPS gameplay, and to be fair, it really does look great with that 32-bit art style. It's going to cost £17.99 or your regional equivalent.
The Inquisition, you'll scour Graia, a forge world on the brink, overrun by cultists, traitors, and chaos demons. It is time to purge.
The next release is Glitch Busters. Here you'll be taking out a host of bugs on the internet, either alone or with up to 3 friends, looking to exterminate the viruses across wildly inventive stages, so says the blurb. It goes on to say that in stages ranging from a tower in Metropolis to a raging volcano, you'll be using special magnetic co-op abilities and a number of unlockable weapons to take the bugs out, and you can play with bots if no friends are available, but co-op will be both local and online. This is another game out on the 23rd and it will sell for £16.99, although you can get 10% off of this price up until just before launch. Next is Replicator, a top-down shooter with roguelike elements set in an abandoned space science complex. You play as a galactic mercenary having to fight against hordes of crazed robots and ectoplasmic monsters as you explore the complex and discover the secret of the Replicator project. There are 4 playable characters, each with different characteristics, procedurally generated levels, and a roguelike loop of getting stronger when you die due to being able to purchase permanent upgrades for your character at these times. This is out on the 25th and it will cost £9.99 or your regional equivalent. From that is Cassette Beasts, which looks to be a really interesting evolution on the classic monster catching and battling formula. Here you collect monsters by recording them onto cassette tapes and then playing the tape back to allow it to take its form during battle. Aside from this though, you can also fuse monster forms, combining strengths to gain the upper hand in battle, and your actions may even change the elemental form of an enemy. For example, hitting an ice type with a fire move, converting them into a water type, or using a lightning move against an earth type, turning it into glass. Sounds great, to be fair, a really nice fresh take on the genre. We'll see how it pans out when it releases next week on the 25th for £17.99 or your regional equivalent.
And it's yours to explore as you please. Just don't get in over your head, okay?
The penultimate game for the week is Spectrolite. This is a first-person platformer where you'll need to overcome a number of timed challenges set across large-scale, handcrafted levels. There will be global leaderboards to compete against, a time trial mode to improve your own times, and ghosts of other players to view if you are looking for some inspiration. This will cost £12.59 and it's also out on the 25th. And finally for the week we have Monster Menu, the Scavenger's Cookbook. This comes via NIS America and calls itself an all-you-can-eat survival dungeon crawling adventure. You will create characters for your party, gather resources, ingredients and items before fighting monsters in tactical combat. After this you can use the ingredients you've collected to cook meals that give you the edge for your next dive into the dungeons. This does have a demo to try if you are curious about the premise, and it will cost £44.99 when it releases on the 26th, so yeah, as it is one of the pricier releases this week, it might be worth trying that demo first.
Monster Menu, the Scavenger's Cookbook.
So there you have it, another week of Nintendo Switch releases. Do any of those games interest you? Will you be picking any of them up? Please do let us know in the comment section below. Another thank you to the sponsor of today's video. Details for their game can be found in the description and the top pinned comment if you are interested. And don't forget, if you are looking for eShop credit to pick up any of these games or anything else for that matter, you can get it via our website, switchup.gg. Doing this will earn you SwitchUp tokens that you can then use to redeem against future purchases, and you will still get your Nintendo point when you download your purchase onto the eShop. Of course, it also helps the channel out, which is very much appreciated. There's also a link down there to Play Asia if you're looking to import any games. Use the link, use the code, and you can get yourself 5% off of an order from there. A quick thank you to our patrons and our channel members for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.